High school hallways often witness the fragile beginnings and abrupt endings of young love, and for Leo, it was the latter. He stood before Mia, his heart laid bare, the words of his confession still hanging in the air like a nervous breath. Her response was a cold blade, sharp and swift. She looked him over, a flicker of disdain in her eyes, and declared that she envisioned a future draped in comfort and luxury, a world she believed his humble beginnings could never afford her. Their rejection wasn't just a no. It was a dismissal of his entire worth, measured against a material scale. The school bell shrieked, scattering students, but for Leo, the world had already fallen silent, leaving only the echo of her words. Their lives then split, two stories unfolding in a stark, parallel montage. Leo's path was paved with grit and determination. We see him silhouetted against the glowing screens of library computers, the pages of textbooks illuminated by a single desk lamp late into the night. He's seen wiping down tables at a diner, his face etched with exhaustion, but his eyes burning with an unyielding resolve. His journey was a testament to relentless effort, a slow and arduous climb built on sleepless nights and unwavering self-belief. Meanwhile, Mia's path glittered under the chandeliers of high society. She was a fixture at lavish galas, her laughter mingling with the clinking of champagne glasses. Quick cuts show her accepting opulent jewelry, stepping out of luxury cars, and moving seamlessly from one affluent partner to the next. Her life a curated gallery of glamour and high-status posturing. Years later, the moment of truth arrives. Leo, now a man, forged by his ambition, stands on the expansive balcony of his penthouse, the city lights sprawling beneath him like a carpet of fallen stars. He scrolls through his phone, his thumb hovering over Mia's name. For a fleeting second, the old sting of rejection resurfaces. He considers making the call, a triumphant look at me now hanging on the tip of his tongue. But then he catches his reflection in the glass, seeing not a boy seeking validation, but a man who built his own empire. He realizes his worth was never tied to her approval. With a quiet smile of liberation, he deletes her number, letting go of the past and embracing the value he found within himself. At that very moment, Mia sits across from her latest beau, Blake, in a Michelin-starred restaurant. The elegance of the setting is a cold comfort. Blake is engrossed in his phone, barking orders and closing deals, only pausing to flaunt a new, ridiculously expensive watch. Mia's smile is a perfect, practiced mask, but her eyes are vacant, reflecting the emptiness of her gilded cage. Their separate destinies crystallize in the final scenes. The camera cuts to Leo at a casual backyard barbecue, surrounded by genuine friends. He throws his head back in a hearty, uninhibited laugh, the sound ringing with pure, unadulterated joy. He is at peace, his success measured not by his bank account but by the richness of his connections and his contentment. The scene then shifts to Mia. She stands alone amidst a pulsing, chaotic energy of an exclusive rooftop party. Her gaze is fixed on Blake, who is shamelessly flirting with another woman across the room. The deafening music, the flashing lights, and the sea of anonymous faces only amplify her profound isolation. She is a beautiful, solitary figure trapped in the very life she chose. A life of luxury that cost her everything that truly mattered. Scene opens on a sweeping shot of a minimalist high-rise apartment. It's all glass, steel, and monochrome. Beautiful but devoid of warmth. Leo, dressed in a sharp suit, stands by the floor-to-ceiling window, gazing down at the bustling city. His face is a mask of indifference. In the gilded cage of his own making, Leo possessed everything and felt nothing. The city below was a kingdom he had conquered. Yet his reflection in the glass showed only a king reigning over an empty throne. Every luxury was at his fingertips, a testament to a life built on relentless ambition. But each acquisition only deepened the void within. He had convinced himself that the world operated on a simple, cold transaction, a belief that insulated him from the messy unpredictability of genuine human connection. Cut to a chic, dimly lit bar. The clinking of glasses and a low hum of conversation fill the air. A stunning woman, draped in designer clothes, slides onto the stool next to Leo. Her eyes, sharp and calculating, land on the platinum watch encircling his wrist. Woman, voice like velvet. That's a beautiful piece. You have exceptional taste. Leo barely glances at her, a faint, cynical smirk playing on his lips. He knows this dance. He signals the bartender without a word, then pulls out a black credit card, sliding it across the bar towards her. It's a dismissal and a payment in one. Leo coolly, "Get yourself something nice." The woman's smile is practiced as she takes the card. The interaction is as sterile as Leo's apartment, reinforcing his grim conviction. Everything and everyone has a price tag. The scene shifts to a bright, modern corporate office. Amelia, his colleague, approaches his desk with a warm, unassuming smile. She places a coffee mug beside his keyboard. "Amelia, morning, Leo. I grabbed you one on my way in. Black, 2 sugars. Just how you like it." Leo looks up from his screen, his expression unreadable. He sees her kindness, not as a gift, but as a down payment on a future favor. Later in a meeting, she praises his strategy. "Ella, that's a brilliant angle, Leo. It completely reframes the problem." He responds with a curt nod, his words clipped and professional, offering no warmth in return. He watches her retreat, a flicker of disappointment in her eyes, and feels a hollow sense of victory. He had successfully kept his walls intact. Later, Leo is walking down a busy city street, lost in thought. A sudden bump jostles him. He turns, annoyed to see Mia, the glamorous woman from the bar. But she's different. Her hair is simple. Her clothes are a plain waitress uniform from a nearby cafe, and the expensive facade is gone. She looks at him with genuine remorse. Mia, oh my God. Leo, I am so sorry about the other night. I wasn't myself. I was going through something, and I acted in a way I'm not proud of. Leo stares, momentarily speechless. An apology, a real one, with no angle, no It's a variable he hadn't accounted for in his perfectly curated, cynical equation of the world. He mutters a stiff "it's fine" and walks away, his mind reeling. The final scene returns to Leo's silent, opulent apartment. The city lights glitter below like scattered diamonds. He pours a glass of amber whiskey, the ice clinking loudly in the stillness. The day's events play back in his mind. The cold transaction with the woman at the bar, Amelia's persistent, unrewarded kindness, and Mia's startling, humble apology. He catches his reflection in the dark window, but this time, the polished mask of the successful tycoon has cracked. For the first time in years, he sees the lonely man underneath, standing at a precipice, questioning the very foundations of the fortress he had built around his heart. The silence that follows is no longer empty, but filled with the deafening sound of a dawning, terrifying possibility, the possibility of change.